We're entering a very exciting period in information technology at the moment, and it's driven by some of the fundamentals of BPM and SOA. And the reason I say it's exciting is I think for the first time in reality we have the opportunity for IT to work very closely with business and engaging in how IT supports business. Now the challenge in this approach is that it requires, I guess, a different way of thinking between both IT and business as they look at IT project and the support of the business requirements as business requirements change. And that compromise, if you like, is the fact that in the very early stages of defining what it is the business is hoping to achieve from a strategic perspective, that IT is intrinsically involved in that process. IT conversely then needs to take an approach that says my thinking is orientated towards what the business outcomes are rather than what the capabilities of my technology as it stands today is. And then how do I support these business requirements using some of the fundamentals that SOA and in particular the drive of BPM can enable an organization to achieve. One of the compelling discussions at the moment in our industry is the uptake of SOA. What I would question is the reality of that uptake and what it fundamentally means to organizations. In our experience at Software AG, we found that an organization that takes it from a process improvement perspective, using the fundamental tools like BPM to understand how you can leverage your existing investment in information technology, in particular applications, whether they're built legacy applications or buy ERP, MRP, things like CRM as well. How do you draw the services out of those environments to deliver support and understanding of the processes end to end, both within the organization and between partners and suppliers and customers. And if an organization takes that approach driven by BPM, what they fundamentally find is that the basic rules that support it are consistent with a service-orientated architecture, and that's true SOA. SOA in the context of being an application being SOA ready does not necessarily translate into an organization being driven by a service-orientated architecture. So BPM, to my mind, is the fundamental driver of SOA. So the next question, having understood the relationship between BPM, business process management, and SOA, service-orientated architecture, is what benefit does it deliver to an organization? Benefits are driven by the reality of what faces an organization today from an information technology perspective. Those realities are the requirement of CIOs, particularly in the Asian region, being required to do an awful lot more from a technology perspective with less money. They're required by organizations today that are in a highly competitive environment, driven by things like the telco industry and its consolidation, driven by changes in the financial industry, and it's requiring organizations to be highly adaptive and agile. Through taking a BPM approach to the technology and by default delivering a service-orientated architecture, we find our customers that embrace it are considerably more agile and responsive to the drivers within the business. Their ability to respond within a shorter period of time and not be constrained by the previous underlying technology is a great competitive advantage and highly supportive of the business. One of the interesting areas that we've discovered as we've started working with organizations in implementing a BPM orientated approach to their information technology requirements, working with both business and IT, is the fundamental learning curve that the organizations go through. And interestingly to us, that learning curve is not focused on the technology. The learning curve is focused on understanding the process from end to end within inside an organization. And why I say that is because traditionally when you ask an organization, for example, about its order to cash process, there is a Visio diagram that describes that process. But when we go through this using the BPM tools and technology to truly understand what it takes to drive the process from order to cash, there are a fundamental number of human, particularly, and system steps that just aren't recognized in the more traditional static Visio type documentation. And the organizations go through an incredible learning curve in sharing that information to truly understand what drives a process inside their organization, for example, the order to cash process from end to end. And that gets particularly complicated when it involves third parties like partners, suppliers and customers. Given the learning curve associated with understanding a process from end to end inside an organization, one of the key learnings we've taken from it is the amount of time required in that early stage to truly understand the process end to end. And more importantly, once you start down this path, to continue focus on the initial project that you've defined. Because one of the things that we find is that businesses get tremendously excited when they understand the capability of a BPMS application, and in particular when you start down the path of composite applications. In other words, leveraging off your existing IT infrastructure to deliver new capability to a user. Suddenly the business sees a whole lot of other areas where they could truly use this technology, and their excitement boils over to demanding more of IT. So one of the pitfalls to avoid is to make sure you retain that focus on an initial project, understand the process, map it end to end, and implement the BPM tools to support it, and then deliver the results. Then move on to the next process. Kind of like a step change approach rather than big bang. Over the last 18 months inside Software AG, as we have embraced what we call business infrastructure software, which is fundamentally, to our mind, this BPM orientated thinking, process improving thinking, one of the things that we found to be really, I guess, compelling is that the driver inside an organization. And one would have thought it would be understanding a particular process in a company and saying, well, let's pick on that process to manage it and provide the validation of the tool. But what's interestingly happened is it's organizations that have been driven by change in their macro environment, either a competitive change or a regulatory change, or indeed a new initiative inside to drive competitive advantages, that truly embraces the adoption of BPMS and by default SOA. It's not the traditional, for example, I used order to cash earlier as a process we all understand, but it's not necessarily that. It's things like, that there is a new market segment that's opened up, or there's a new competitive change in a supplier chain that drives a need from business, where ordinarily the organization would have had to say, well, there's a rip and replace application strategy here that we need to support it, which 6, 12, 18 months, who knows the timeline associated with delivering it. The speed and agility of a BPMS approach to this on the fundamentals of a service-oriented architecture expedites that delivery process considerably, and that's what drives the value, not the traditional approach of perhaps perfecting an existing process.